I think the 24, the 19, and the 11 all played the correct strategy for their position on the racetrack. You know, the toughest part about calling a race is the position you're currently in. The 19 of Martin Truex Jr. caught the 24 car, couldn't get by him for multiple laps, so James Small found a way to give his driver an advantage. The advantage he chose was fresher tires by running about 10 laps longer than the 24. The 24 of William Byron as the leader was the first on pit road, and then he kind of reassumed the lead. Very hard to pit from the lead. The 11 of Denny Hamlin was kind of out of the picture. Their only option was to pit in extra time and give his driver an advantage. So the math would say 2 stops should work every time. You know, but the problem is I can tell you how all of those strategies also go wrong, right? William Byron pits from the lead because the math says it's correct. A pit issue, a caution flag, an issue on pit road. Now you've lost a race that you gave up the lead of. Martin Truex Jr. had better tires, couldn't get by William Byron when they were only 5 laps. So James Small runs about 10 laps longer, tries to give a little bit better advantage, and you just don't know in traffic. Maths would say he shouldn't catch Byron, but maybe you catch him on a lap car and find him. And then, you know, the Denny Hamlin, that's an easy strategy to look on paper and say, well, this should work. But you have to have a pretty masterful driver, spotter pairing to work traffic. Because data's great, but in the end, there are human beings driving these race cars. I know we want to forget about that and make them all computers, but those human beings, both the aggressor and Denny Hamlin, and every lap driver that he's going by, he has to do it cleanly, efficiently. It doesn't take but 1 or 2 hang-ups to have a strategy. So I think 3 guys called the right race, and in the end, the 11. I'll tell you who surprised me the most was Kevin Harvick. I didn't see a strategy that put him in contention, and you know, he matched the 11 strategy and then had enough pace to make it pretty interesting.